So, Furious Rajang. And not just Furious Rajang, the most powerful form of Furious Rajang we've ever got. I mean, honestly, the dude has a pin where he lasers you in the face, firing multiple explosions from the air, slamming down with the force of, I don't know, 2.6 Rajangs? Look, it's hard to get accurate Rajang readings, but the truth is undeniable. We are getting a nigh unstoppable Elder Dragon beating down force to Iceborne, a Rajang that's, permanently in Super Saiyan mode. And, well, we need to prepare. We need to prepare ourselves. We need to get ready. So, today, let's go over everything we know about Furious Goddamn Rajang. So, at the base level, given that, you know, variant, he is a, well, normal Rajang. The capabilities of a normal Rajang just turned up to 11. See, the curious thing about Furious Rajang before is that it was always hypothesized the reason for his being, the reason that he is permanently enraged, that he has no control over his overwhelming strength, it's just flowing through him, coursing, crackling without end, which, you know, makes him a very grumpy boy, is because, well, he had his tail cut off. He lost it somehow. But that was just, it's probably tail. It was never represented in game. But, as we have seen with the original Rajang finally eating a Kirin horn and confirming that one, we have our tail mystery confirmed too, because behold, the official gloriously sexy render, and if you'll notice, there's not a tail to be found! Oh yes, confirmed! Furious Rajang, our Rajang that have lost their tail, and as such are permanently very, very mad and golden. And this then on top of that lets them go even further beyond! Which ends with them having a crackling aura of lightning power, a Super Saiyan 2, if you will, and that is very exciting. Very dangerous, but very exciting. Honestly, I am so looking forward to facing the wrath of this guy. Never mind a tempered one, but needless to say, it's going to hit harder than probably anything else in the game. The absolute pinnacle of the Fanged Beast. Now, interestingly enough, before the Furious Rajang didn't really get that many changes. He really was just a permanently enraged Rajang. So faster, hit harder, but the moveset didn't get swapped up that much. There wasn't much going for him. He just, you know, his legend kind of outstripped his actual ability. He was really, really difficult, but it was chiefly because it's a Rajang, which is already difficult, just pumped up, especially stat-wise. Whereas this time around, we can see already a slew of new little tricks that he's going to be using against us. So, oh no! I swear to God, this is live footage from just after the Capcom team finished making Furious Rajang for Iceborne. Honestly, I cannot imagine Rajang, but faster, right? Like, it's just, he's already so fast in world. There's not going to be a single moment of goddamn, damn. What the fuck? There's not going to be a single second of goddamn downtime. One thing I do dearly hope for is we finally get to see something along the lines of this. And he can throw, well, you know, a goddamn mountainous rock at us, because I've missed it. You know, it's the one thing that New Rajang just does not do, and it's really, really sad. So maybe they were holding that back for Furious, which I certainly hope to be the case. It's so impressive and terrifying and really shows off just the monstrous strength of this force of nature. So yeah, there really isn't a lot to say when it comes to how he actually behaves. It is just normal Rajang, but, well, better, faster, stronger, and then of course a slew of new moves that we are going to delight in carting to over and over. And I swear I carted 3 times watching the fucking trailer. Even his beam is turned up to 11. Essentially, look, this is going to be you, me, all of us. So, when it comes to Rajang's equipment then, I think this becomes a lot more interesting. So, what we have is Rajang base weapons that are already Rare 12. Now, unless I'm mistaken, I had a good look, there isn't a Rare 12 weapon that upgrades into another Rare 12 weapon. Which is curious, because traditionally Furious Rajang weapons have just, well, added on to Rajang weapons. They're just further down the tree. But in this case, unless we get like another row slotted into the right just for one monster, which seems unlikely, Furious Rajang is either going to get its own set of weapons that differ from normal Rajang, or it's just not going to get new weapons and maybe just an armor set, but I feel like that would be incredibly disappointing. Now, the Rajang weapons we have differ a lot from the stat spread that they used to have. For example, the Greatsword used to have positive affinity, well, now negative. So it's hard to predict what Furious Rajang weapons are going to end up looking like, but I could totally see a world in which they go with Furious Rajang maybe less raw than base Rajang, but make them much more thundery, maybe actually give it the positive affinity, maybe let you hit purple with that one. So instead of a just full upgrade to normal Rajang weapons, it's maybe a side grade, maybe a little bit stronger, but maybe they're not trying to completely eliminate the base Rajang equipment from relevance, even though, well, Safi Jiva already did that. Fuck you, Rajang! So that should be very interesting to see. But one thing I think is for sure, both Raging and Furious are going to give us weapons that can at least, at minimum, compete very handily with Safi, which is really awesome. I mean, with Raging it's fine, because, well, his weapons end at Rare 11 and he has space, but Furious Rajang is very interesting. We're either getting an upgraded from Rare 12 to Rare 12, and ludicrous raw, we're getting an alternate path that kind of switches the stats around a little bit, or is just better than base, or we're not getting weapons. So let's see what happens. Armor-wise then, it might be finally goddamn time for the glory, the absolute magnificence that is the Grand Divine Ire set. And oh, I can't wait! There are so many reasons to want this equipment. But no, like, honestly, this Worldified, oh, it has so much potential to look incredible, and I think it's very likely, given the trend with all the other monsters on who's got their G-rank look and who's got their high-rank look. So, fingers crossed, but it's looking good. So, there you go. That should be Furious Rajang's impact on everything. And, well, I can't wait to see how he ends up. He really is just Rajang turned up to 11. He is one of the purest variants, and he's gonna hurt. He's really, really gonna hurt so much. Oh my god. This really is going to be hunters everywhere.
No! God, please, no! No!
No! Oh, God,
no!
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 So, let me know. Are you excited for him? Are you hype? Are you ready for the glory of our new Lord and Master? And the thing is, right? The thing is, Raging Bracky, at least lore-wise, is an even stronger creature. So, this update is going to be just sweetest agony. Thank you if you enjoyed this. Subscribe for more. and I'll see you soon. Goodbye.
Rage Gaming with the video flow.
But that's all that's really relevant at the mo, but I'm still gonna leave this up so you patrons know that I love you even though the outro's no longer that kind of relevant. But the new one's being worked on and it's gonna be a truly badass song, and don't worry, I won't be doing any rapping on it. I'm gonna go now. This was shit.